Postgraduate students from a range of backgrounds came together to participate in a LUCID design workshop on presenting weather forecasts. With contributors from meteorology, graphic design, psychology, linguistics, information design, and also members of the public, the students worked together in groups to come up with ideas for alternative representations of the weather. At the end of the day, they presented their ideas to the other workshop participants.
We decided finally that when you hover over, you would get a series of icons relating to rain, sun, wind. We need to test them all out because they're all based on standardising the icons, and you'd have to learn how to read those things because they wouldn't be intuitive necessarily.
Presented to a person in based on their location. That person can then feed back to say whether that weather forecast is accurate or not, to kind of counter that lack of trust.
Yeah, we decided that potentially we could represent all the 4 elements on this timeline. This then would link to this diagram here that would give you a more detailed probability of when these things might happen during the day.
One of the big things to come out is this idea of the kind of is providing more information to people, but doing that in a layered way, so hierarchical way. There is a fear of doing that amongst our community because we think people won't understand it. They need it presented very simply. But I think, from the people that we heard from this morning, you all feel that that would be useful information. So I think that's something I can take back and tell people. So, yeah.
One of the things that I think is really important to information design is interdisciplinarity, and I think we've had a fantastic example of that today. I mean, people have come from different sort of bits of design. We've had the meteorologists, we've had people that know about language and so on, and that's all sort of come into a very sort of rich environment of public engagement in research. The ordinary public came along and gave us their views, sort of feeding into the design process. Designers, and we've come up with these wonderful ideas, but we now need to go and find out how they work.